What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I'm at a rummage sale, heading on inside, looking for treasures to sell online. And I got some other yard sales to go to as well. Get inside, and there's a lot of stuff, a lot of people. It's hard to move around. It's hard to record when there's a lot of people in your way. And I'm looking at here, see some headphones I end up putting back because they're not great, but I couldn't tell that in the heat of the moment. And I'm looking in the boxes. I see this Panasonic transcriber. This is something I've bought and sold before. So I went ahead and grabbed it. I don't know what the prices are. Can't remember at this rummage sale. Turns out all electronics were $1. So knowing that, I might have grabbed a few more things. Just looking for better things, really. There's all kinds of electronics here that are worth $1, that's for sure. You might be able to make some money on, like some JVC units and stuff like that. But I'm not really interested in buying stuff like that since I have so much inventory right now to list. Just looking for a bit better things, like this little handheld chess set. Not chess set, but just electronic chess game. They do pretty well. That works. Good money, especially being $1. Picked up a thermostat here, and yeah, I see all kinds of resellers here. I think half the people at this rummage sale were resellers, so things were going quick. That's just how it is. Sometimes I don't like these larger rummage sales as much as I do the smaller ones, it seems, just because things get grabbed up so quick. But I decided to head on over to the toys. When I first came in, there were too many people, still a lot of people around there, and you know what? I'm sure any really good quality stuff is already gone, but we're going to take a look anyway. I did end up finding some board games, a couple board games I got, and I think they were like 50 cents. So just looking here for anything sealed that may be left, any plush, anything I recognize as being valuable. You know, I see this Angry Birds, I guess it's Angry Birds, like rubber ball. And I'm like, I don't know if that's worth anything. I should have just grabbed it. It's probably like $1, right? I did look it up. When I seen it in this preview footage, it didn't look like it was worth anything from what I could tell. So that's good. Some of that Angry Bird stuff is worth a small fortune. I don't know why. There's some Angry Birds plush that sell for $250. There's a doll, kind of American girlish. I don't think so. Got the holiday items, Halloween, Christmas, so much stuff. And I see this little Halloween village here. I'm making sure it's not Department 56 or any good brand, because some of that stuff, Department 56 Halloween, can be worth hundreds. That was just some cheaply made thing from what I could tell. Coming back through, I'm heading on over to the media, books, CDs, records. Again, when you go to a rummage sale, everybody has stuff that they look for. Everybody has their areas. Unfortunately, I have like a billion areas I want to look at the same time. But yeah, there's some people who just come. This guy, I don't know, he might be a bookseller down there. He got some boxes, started grabbing up books. Maybe he just loves to read, loves to hunt cool books at rummage sales. It's hard to say. Everybody has their thing. And yeah, I'd like to find some vintage video games. Unfortunately, I don't think I found any of those here. But if you was new to eBay, this would be the place to go, because there's so much stuff you can get cheap. Like all these little appliances. Now, a lot of this stuff you buy and you're just not going to be able to sell it, but you want to buy the stuff that's semi-good. Now, some of these small appliances people will still buy. Again, I'm just not looking for that kind of stuff. Like, I'm looking for stuff like that. That misting bottle, I've sold it before. It was only $1. It's brand new sealed. I sold that for $40 on eBay within like 12 hours of me listing it. So definitely a good pickup there. And some of this other stuff I bought here, I sold pretty quick. What else we got here? I'm back over here. Still got some of these, like this JVC radio. You get that for $1. Someone might pay $15 for it on eBay. There's some money there. Again, I just don't want to buy it, test it, sell it for that kind of profit. But if you're low on inventory, why not? There's a TV there. I don't know what brand that was or anything. I saw it, and I'm like, I kind of want that TV. But again, I got 2 or 3 TVs right now I need to test and list and deal with. Here's something I did buy, though, a multimeter. This is a nice one. This is about a $40, $45 multimeter. So that goes in the bag. And at this point, I'm just kind of digging around, taking it slow, seeing what I can find, opening stuff, looking and stuff, seeing if there's anything I missed. Got a little tool set there. A monitor. Looks like a decent monitor. Microwaves, all that kind of stuff. You buy it for $1, especially if you sell at a flea market. It's stuff people need. You can make money on this stuff. There's so much opportunity at these rummage sales, and I'm just digging around in boxes. Over here, I see this record player, and I'm like, oh, sound design. This is kind of nice. I see 2 needles, it looks like, in there, cartridges sealed, and I'm like, oh, so this is going to be $1? Maybe I just grab this. It's big, but it's in such good condition, and it does work. When I got it home, I plugged it in. It turns. So, yeah, I took it. It's big. I didn't really want to. Again, it's just like, I could probably sell it for $100, $150, so I got to grab that. And I grabbed this little sealed Accurite thermostat thing. I sold that for 25 or 30 bucks really quick. So happy to have that. And let me know in the comments if you get a rummage sales like this. Here is a box. I'm like, oh, last time I opened a box like this, it was filled with Nintendo games. What do we got in here today? Oh, an old smelly cushion. Huh. That's weird. But you know what? Looking at this now, maybe there's something protected in there. Probably what it was. I should have dug a little deeper in that box. I'll forever never know what was in that box. If there's more cushions or something being protected, like a nice electronic of some sort. Down here, I see this skating rink village thing. There's a Department 56 one that's worth about $60, $80, something like that. Good condition. That wasn't Department 56. It was just a copy. From what I could tell, I didn't see Department 56 on the box anywhere anyway. Yeah, all kinds of Christmas stuff. A lot of money in certain Christmas items. I bet there was probably, hundreds of dollars I could have picked up if I could have got there first. Here I see some boxes, maybe some cassettes, I'm assuming. And I just bought a bunch of cassettes. Ooh, hundreds of cassettes. Probably having a video of some sort at some point. I'm going to make some money on those. These are 8 tracks. They're not any good bands, any good ones that are going to sell. Cases, though, at $1. They may have been selling for like $20 or so. Some of these cases for 8 tracks and cassettes do well. Back around, and like I said, I filled up my bag with some stuff, and then I decided to take it out to the car, pay before the line got too big. Then I just came back in and took my time and ended up finding some more stuff. So pretty good rummage sale. Could have been a lot better if I wanted to buy just a ton of stuff right at those prices. But again, I just don't want to flood myself with work when I got other work to do. So we're at a yard sale now and looking here at the toys. Checking the plush as always just to see if there's any vintage stuff. Usually when you see the new stuff, there's not going to be any vintage stuff. So I see some toys on this table, and yeah, I like buying toys. There's a Woody. It's a newer one. Didn't have the pull string. Stamp stuff, I usually steer away from that. This is a huge lot. I'm getting cheap. I can make some money on. Some bags of toys, some sort of little Disney dolls. I'm not sure what those were, but I got some Yokai Watch stuff here. I think that's an ESPN basketball, not the original Hot Shot basketball, right? I don't think the original Hot Shot's even worth that much money. So at this sale, again, there's some toys. There's some boxes to dig through. Looks kind of the same. A lot of these garage sales, the stuff looks the same. But I like to dig anyway. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I did end up getting a lot of amazing toys today at the garage sales. You're going to be seeing all that stuff in the haul video. And here's the bag. I sold this pretty quick too. Some Ben 10 stuff. It's $5 for that bag, so I grabbed that. Got some cassettes here, actually. Some read-along cassettes. That kind of stuff can be good. Then just some other bags. Some newer Transformers. Some of the stuff was priced high. There's even some Beyblade stuff in there, but it was like just the arena and none of the pieces. So you know what? I ended up leaving those, but I'm happy with all the other toys I got, so let me show you everything I did pick up today. It's that time, everybody. I got some awesome stuff to show you. I picked up at the Rummage sale and a few garage sales I went to. It's all kind of mixed in here, but I suppose we start back here with this giant Power Ranger. I got this and a bunch of other stuff at a yard sale, and it was $5. I think everything I got was $5 almost. This is a pretty rare Ranger from what I can tell. I didn't see any comps on eBay, so I turned over to Terapeak, and one sold for $100 plus shipping. So I'll probably price it for at least $100 plus shipping. There were some others that sold between like $50 and $75, but with it being so rare, I'll price it $100 and I'll just wait until someone wants it. You can see the keyboard the Power Ranger has on its lap. This was bought at the Rummage sale. There was an area that I saw at the Rummage sale. I ended up buying a bunch of stuff, taking it to my car, coming back and hitting that area, and I found a couple things. One is this keyboard, NMB Technologies. It is a mechanical keyboard, vintage. I've mentioned these before on the channel. Like if you find what some of the old IBM models of these mechanical keyboards, they sell for hundreds of dollars. I looked up the model on this one, and one sold on auction with like 8 bids for $302.82, something like that. But there were some others that sold like 120. Then I checked Terapeak, and there was a bunch selling between 50 and 75. Some of the older models of this are not selling as good, around $40, $50. I don't know why this model number seems to be doing a bit better, but I will price this probably $100, and it should sell. Since it has the older connector, you can buy an adapter to put on to do the testing, make sure it works. It's in good condition, it should work. I paid $1 for it, so you can't beat that. So over here at the Rummage sale for $10, I picked up all of these new inbox trucker hats. They're blank. I don't know if they're actually vintage, but you can sell some of these blank vintage trucker hats for good money on eBay. People like to put patches on them and prints. They seem to be pretty good quality. I'm sure they're just, you know, the tag probably just made in China, bulk type thing, nothing too special. If you happen to find a bunch of blank hats, I noticed with the 3 stripes that everyone wants, you can sell like one hat for $40. Kind of crazy. Even these, sell them by themselves, you know, at $10 a piece, it's a very good profit. At least $100 in this box. And I did see some lots of like 10 hats like this selling for $150. So I'll probably do some lots, maybe like lots of 5 or something. I don't know how popular the colors are going to be, green and orange. They look like they were probably used for, you know, like a youth softball or something. Just basic hats. I don't know, like teen colors. I've sold some blank hats like this before, just not in this quantity. Yeah, I can't even remember. It seems like I sold a red vintage hat like this for like $15. I don't know. Good profit on this nonetheless. I saw this at the Rummage sale, and I knew this was an easy grab because, you know, it looks cheap. Looks like, you know, just a water bottle or something. But I've sold these on Amazon for about $50, $60. It's a water bottle that's actually a misting bottle. I don't even know if you're supposed to drink out of it. But I remember I found one at Goodwill. I'm pretty sure I sold it on Amazon. They do sell great on eBay, which is probably where I'm going to sell it actually this time, just because of all the trademark problems on Amazon. So, you know, still it's $40. Only paid, I guess, $1 for that. Grabbed this at the Rummage sale. It's a pretty good multimeter. I think it was selling for about $40 on eBay, so paid $1 for that. Paid $1 for this thermostat, smart thermostat. I was hoping it would be a bit better of one, but it's still going to be about a $20 sale. Only paying $1. There's profit involved. It looks great in there. Might not have even been used. I think this was the first thing I picked up. This is a transcriber. It's a Panasonic model. It's not the Sony model. Some of the Sony models I've mentioned sell for so much money, especially on Amazon. One time I picked one up for $1/4. I sold it for like $450. Of course, when it has the foot pedal, that really helps the sale. Of course, you can sell a foot pedal as well by itself for like $20, $25, I believe. If this works, I'll be able to sell both of them together probably for at least $50. I've sold these before. They always end up selling. Here's another thing I picked up at the Rummage sale. Of course, when prices are as cheap as they are, anything new and sealed just, you know, goes in the bag. I figured this would be worth about like maybe $10 or $15. Just a little weather station, but it looked like it was selling for about $30 on eBay, so that's a good pickup. Grabbed this vintage Mattel computer chest, which was looking like it was about a $40 sale. It's got the manual. Let's It's in great condition. Paid $1 for that. That's going to be profit. When I first went in there, it was like a horde of locusts just swarming the toys, and it's like, I'm not going to try to, get in that to see. So I went over to the electronics first, but I came back later and this was still there. I mean, it's not worth a whole lot. It's in great condition. I've sold this a few times in the past, this flinch game. I only buy them if they're in good condition. They're cheap because they sell for about $20, maybe $25 in this condition even. So I'll take it. And then over where I found the keyboard, like no one went over there. It was like 15, 20 minutes after the sale opened. Just that little cubby. And I found this. It's been a long time since I found a Sony micro cassette. Has the batteries in it and it's working. That's good. I'll be able to sell this on Amazon for about $80. I used to find these all the time and always sell them on Amazon. I believe the M470 is the one that's a bit better. If you was to sell this on eBay in working condition, you're still getting about $40, maybe up to $50 on that. And I just threw this in the bag. I think it was $1. Just one of these Optimus tape players. Batteries apparently are dead in that one, but they're not worth a whole lot, and I knew that buying it. It's probably like a $15 sale. I suppose I should just mention the last item of the Rummage sale. I grabbed this, Sound Design record player, vintage wood grain. This thing is in amazing condition. It's also got 2 extra needle cartridges. I've seen certain vintage needle cartridges sell for like $75 on their own. I actually didn't research them. Sound Design isn't a super good brand, and I could not find this exact model on eBay, but some similar models I saw on Terapeak, they sold for around $150. There's some listed similar to this one, about that much. So I imagine if this works in the condition, I'm definitely pricing this $150. I've been selling a decent amount of record players, even some that just didn't end up working and I just sold them for parts. And it was only $1 because all electronics were $1. Okay, back over here. This was found at a garage sale. These are awesome. I love this find. They are cassette tapes with stories on them, and they all got the books. They're in the original plastic. They're from the 70s. And recently at a garage sale, I picked up a big bag of random tapes like this. None of them had the books. I ended up selling the tapes for about $40. I noticed some of the comps for about 10 of these books and tapes on eBay were selling for about $100. I got about 10 here, and I can tell you mine's probably in much better condition than any on eBay. Like, it's crazy that these from, when is it? 1973 are in this good a condition. Of course, they were 50 cents a piece is all. When I find something this old and complete in the original, like plastic and stuff like this, I'm probably gonna price it up. Also got some lightsabers down there I'll talk about in a minute. Some stuff over here. It's a pretty good haul. I stopped at a garage sale. I had these Miami Dolphins hat. I seem to find, as far as vintage hats go, I always find Miami Dolphins hats. I don't know what it is in this area. If you don't know, I live in Ohio. This is like an Eastport. It's got a cool vintage graphic on it though. I still think maybe I can get 30 for this one. And another one back here, which is actually kind of cool. It has the cord on the back. I might price this one 30. It just depends how many people are selling that same style. I paid $5 a piece for them, so I paid a little more than I usually do for hats, but there should be profit there. I picked up some ink that hasn't expired yet, which is nice. They wanted $5 a piece. I said, would you do 10 if I take all 3? She said, sure. I'm gonna bundle all 3 and probably double my money, so I'll only make about $10 on it, but why not? They're easy to list and sell. And there's more of the record player if you wanted to see it. Very clean for as old as it is. Very nice. Like, if you look at the wood, it doesn't even really have any dings, which is just so rare. So I got to a sale and a woman was buying a pirate ship and she bought a bunch of Ben 10 stuff. So I was pretty sad to see that. However, I got a lot of toys there anyway. These Power Rangers, just bags of, well, this is from another sale. We'll look at that in a minute. I got this Power Rangers stuff, like this bag here. I looked up all of this. It's probably like $25 profit here. This isn't Power Rangers. It was just 50 cents. It's a Transformer. I just grabbed it. I don't know. It's worth maybe like $12, $15. So 50 cents is not bad. But these are in very good condition. And this one I think was selling for about 40-ish plus shipping. They're all complete. This Megazord set, I believe, was between $50 and $75. And this Samurai Megazord was, what was it? I think 50 to 75. I might be getting them mixed up. There's also this Goldar, which is a Imaginext. I thought would actually be better. It has the sword, has the little figure with it, but it doesn't sell for a whole lot. It's Still make a little bit of money on it. I was digging in a box at the other sale and I found some Ben 10 stuff. It's one of the watches and a launcher. Some of these Ben 10 watches are worth quite a bit of money. This one, not as special. I should be able to sell this set for about $25. I paid $5 for it, so quite a bit for the toys. Then at another sale, I just picked up this yokai watch, and it has some of these medallions with it. It was $2. Again, I could probably sell this bag for about $20, so I think it was worth picking up. So between all these bags of toys, I'm going to be cashing in. So over here at the same sale, I got the toys. I picked up all these lightsabers. I asked him if he'd do 5 for all of them. He said yes. I noticed there's some better stuff in here than what I usually see for lightsabers. There's a build a lightsaber set in there where you can snap the pieces together. Some of that does well. I actually think that Kylo Ren one, the build a saber, is about $40. Then you have some better ones like this one, which, oh, actually it's not this one. Which one was it? Well, I'm kind of confused now. I think you put one of these little lightsabers in there. Maybe I said it somewhere and I don't know where it is, but it looked like at least a $30 lightsaber anyway, the one I'm thinking of. I'll probably mostly lot this stuff up, maybe sell a couple of them single. But so to finish up the haul at the toy place, I got this Tonka remote control car. It was $5. I didn't look it up or anything. I just grabbed it. Looks like most of them that sold and even listed didn't have the remote. This one has the remote. It's in good condition. I think I can sell it for about $40, $50. Then I saw this Fisher Price like Space Patrol set, which I never see the Fisher Price Space Patrol, and I just assumed it would be worth more. I mean, I paid $2 for this set, the Alien. Surprisingly, no one's buying this stuff. Still only paying $2. I'll make some money. I think this figure alone, when I Google Lensed it, was selling for about 15 bucks. Then below it, we got the Bible trivia I picked up at the rummage sale. I believe it was only a quarter. Whereas I sell these on Amazon for $30 to $40 around Christmas time. I've probably sold at least a dozen of these over my lifetime. Probably more, honestly. But there it is, everybody. That's the haul for today. Some good stuff. It's always fun to hit the rummage sales and garage sales to see what I can find. Let me know in the comments what you've been finding out there. Anything really cool. Before you go, hit that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, flipping_junk. This has been Wick. Till next time.